Hi, I'm Chris with Premier Guitar. We're at the Montreal Guitar Show, and standing with me here is the man behind the Montreal Guitar Show, Jacques-Andre Dupont. Jacques, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
So, we want to understand a little bit about how this show works and how it came about. And I understand you're not just the organizer of the show, you're also quite a guitar junkie yourself.
Yes, that is actually my surname on the internet, Guitar Junkie. Got back into a music store, bought a guitar, and the rest is history. Now I got crazy about a guitar, have a fairly big collection of guitars myself, but I wanted to do something more to bring together people all around the high-end guitars. So thus I did this Luthier show here in Montreal. We have to select a good selection of different types of guitar makers, very high quality, and all sorts of instruments, from the classical guitar to the flat top to the arch top, the Macaferri, electric solid bodies this year for the first time, you know. So we want a great mix of guitars so the guitar junkies like myself will feel at home.
Wonderful. So let's take a look.
Great.
So the guitars that are lining the hallway here are all part of the Ste-Cat collection.
Yes.
What's the story there?
Well, Ste-Cat is the character behind the jazz festival. You know, when you say he's a cat, that he's a virtuoso. And the jazz festival is held on St. Catherine Street, which we call, you know, Ste-Cat Street. So we created this collection of guitars 4 years ago. Every year I commission instruments from the luthier at the show. It's a draw. Somebody will get lucky and get his name drawn. And they create a guitar for us, part of the Ste-Cat collection, so all the guitars will have the cat character. And these guitars I lend to young musicians that don't have, you know, the financial means to get a very good guitar. So every year we select young players from the universities, from the schools, or even self-taught musicians that will have this guitar for a full year to play with, you know.
Wow, that's extremely generous. Am I young enough?
No.
You're thinking no.
No. We had to make sure that we had guitar for everyone. So the first year we had Rick Davis make us a lefty, because especially in Quebec we have a lot of left-hand players. It's the hockey thing. So we have one acoustic that is a lefty, and you see the Ste-Cat logo on the headstock there. This is a Peter Hopkins, a great maker from out west in Canada that did this arch top. Amazing. And the funny thing is that the guy that plays this guitar won 3 different contests in Montreal, and every time in these 3 different contests, this guitar was up for grab for a year, and it's the same guy that got it 3 years ago. Tim McKnight's guitar, flat top, very great maker. He's not with us this year, but his guitar is with us, so it's a great thing for him. Jean Rompré is a great classical maker that did this guitar for us 2 years ago. This guitar was actually featured in Premier Guitar magazine last year. It was, what's it called? Guitar porn?
Yeah.
That's it. So it's the Merz guitar, great luthier from here in Montreal, who created this guitar with a very beautiful wood choice and still the Ste-Cat logo engraved up on the head of the guitar. This is a Michael Lewis guitar. He went very, he made it difficult for us. It's funny, he put the cat in the guitar, so you have to look into it to see it, which is cool. This is Michael Dunn. Michael's not with us this year, but again, the guitar is there, and if you go in the back, you'll have a peekaboo of the cat. Yeah, it's very great sense of humor there, huh? And this is Paul Wilson, who actually also arrived, and he went for the bold cat, you know, which I think is cool as well. Yeah, it's like when you go to try, you know, a pair of pants, you know, you want your privacy. It's the same with the guitar, basically. So we have our trying rooms, you know. Some are only acoustics, so you won't get bothered if you try a classical or flat top. And some you have amps for the arch tops. In the electric room, we have even tighter studios so they can crank the amp, you know. So we make sure that if they see a guitar that they like, they have the place to really get into the guitar, and if they want to buy it, they'll have, you know, a real tryout. Because you won't find a dealer here. It's only the luthiers that are here. So I make sure that people that want to speak to the luthiers have, you know, a room that is, you know, not too noisy. Even though it's noisy because you hear some strumming and so on. But, you know, you can have a direct conversation with the luthier that you've chosen or that you're looking to choose. And so it's a great way to meet and talk really deep guitar, you know.